My name is Zachary Turner, and I am 17. I go to Linmore High School. I've been involved here in the community at St. Mark's for 10 years now. It's just me and my mom at home, and when we first moved here, we just was, for me it was just, what churches sang the coolest songs, and what was the biggest church, and she was just trying to find a good environment to, I guess, raise me in, and she has just been, one of my faith warriors, one of God's faith warriors for me. Everybody I think has one of those for themselves, a mentor, and it's kind of cliche to say that's like your mom, but I'm pretty confident I can say that. Along with us moving here from Texas, I started going to a camp called Lakeview. It's in Pella, and as a kid, and it's just being me and my mom growing up without a father. Here in Iowa, I have a stepdad in Texas. That's amazing. But camp for me was huge because it not only, reassured my faith in God at least 1 week in the summer, but I got to see positive male influences in my life, and tons of them, tons of counselors, tons of preachers, and different role models for me. Probably at the beginning of high school, I started going more than once a summer. So I'd go to this camp and also that one, or I'd help out at this one as a volunteer. And so the decision to become a counselor this last summer was pretty easy. It felt very natural. The process for being hired was very nonchalant because they literally raised me, so they knew exactly who I was and everything. But at first I was scared of working with kids because they are very, very honest, and sometimes brutally honest, but they knew what they were going into, at least most of them going to camp. And being a camper once myself, I knew exactly what kind of counselor I wanted to be from day one. Not only that, but them seeing someone that was volunteering at previous summers there again, and just hearing someone call out my name and I have no idea who they are. That was me. I would run up to a counselor a whole year later, remember their name, remember a Bible story they told me, remember a game that they played with me. And now having all of those memories, being a counselor and looking back, and even talking to people about different faith stories that they share, and I'm that almost the exact same thing happened to me. I kind of put my faith on the back burner all through middle school and even at the beginning of high school. I was very different at camp than I was back home in the way that I talked about my faith. And I didn't want to be like that anymore. And so becoming a counselor in a way forced my hand. It was either all or nothing, For a while I was just dipping my toe in the kiddie pool. That's what we say at camp, and I just wanted to dive all in. And so that's what I did. And so it's been amazing. All the counselors, most of us are in school. I was the only high school counselor, but most of them are in college, and so we all were kind of dreading that, the end of the summer in a way. And that was a main topic in a lot of discussions, was how are we going to continue to live for Christ when we go back home? Because there are going to be so many distractions, and it being my senior year, I have so much free time. There's going to be stuff that I want to go do that maybe doesn't glorify God in a certain way, or activities I want to participate in that isn't for His glory. And it was scary, and there was a part of me that really wanted to go back to school and start evangelizing and going crazy and setting myself on fire for God. But it is not me, it's Him, it's His will, it's not mine. And so I knew that going back home, it wasn't going to be me doing things, it was going to be Him using me. And it wasn't going to be my will that was going to, get someone at school to believe in God over lunch, But even recently, I had just gotten to school, and I got out of my car to walk into school, and my Bible, I usually have a Bible in my car, and I just got this urge to grab my Bible and take it into school. And that usually doesn't happen. I don't take a Bible into school. But this one day I was just I really feel like I should. And throughout that day, I was just going through the day, and I was obviously I knew it was in my bag because I was thinking about it. I was wow, is this going to happen? And the day was dragging on, nothing happened. And right at the end of the day, I was walking out of the building, and this girl that I have class with that I'd never talked to once in my life. Like, never spoken to her. She just came up to me, just so happens we passed each other in the hallway, and, you know, asked me about a certain topic, you know, that I talked to campers about and stuff like that. And I just knew the perfect verse to share with her, and I had a Bible in my bag, and so I was just like, wow, you know, like that's incredible. I had kind of started to pray more about, you know, helping more people and like being able to share my faith. So that was an answer prayer for me, you know.